WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
Listen on the app.
Online, in the car. It's on all the time.
Are you ready? Set.
I wrote to your station manager about your show, and the funny things that you think's funny aren't funny, yet you're still on the air.
Turn it up. We're giving the show.
Hey, you up yet? You're hanging out in Johnny's house.
XL 1067.
Good morning. It is 6 o'clock. Orlando's number one hit music station is XL 1067. It's Johnny's house. It's Tuesday morning. Partly cloudy, thunderstorms, lightly, a little cool front going in. The heat index only going to be 97 today with a 70% chance of rain. And right now, it's 77.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
So I feel like country is getting more and more mainstream nowadays, and Shaboozie's bar song "Tipsy," which we play all the time, is now number one on the Billboard Hot 100.
On the Hot 100?
On the Hot 100.
Okay.
So it's really cool because Shaboozie is 29 years old. He said he's been releasing music for over a decade, and so when it comes to this huge success for "Tipsy," he was like, we were kind of prepared for this moment.
Has he always been country?
From the most part, I think so. Yeah, right?
From everything I've seen, yeah.
Yes.
But TikTok is what blew him up.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So, like, that's why you can grind for 10 years and nothing. And then a song goes viral and boom.
Yep. So now he's been at the top of the Hot Country Songs chart and now the Billboard Hot 100, which is the first time that has ever happened for a black male artist.
Wow.
Yep. And then, of course, Beyonce and her song Texas Hold'em held that honor earlier this year as history for the black artist with the number one on both charts.
Yesterday during the hype song, the lady introduced us to a African-American country singer, and I was like, wait a minute, who is that?
She was great.
Yeah, Tanner Adele.
Yeah.
I thought that song was better than Texas Hold'em all day.
I know.
Yeah. It was like the second that Beyonce came out with her cowboy album, all these black country artists started coming out, and Shaboozie's actually featured in one of her songs. And
Is it really?
They were out way before. They just weren't getting any run.
Yeah.
Tanner Adele didn't record that after Beyonce. That's been out for a minute, but
just getting
it got no run until
acknowledgement.
Beyonce did
Get
it.
some recognition.
The Beatles could get their first Grammy nomination in 27 years.
Stop playing.
So their 2023 single, Now and Then, is actually the single that could be up for a Grammy. And this could be multiple Grammys is what they're saying for the first time in more than a quarter of a century.
See, that's why current day artists don't go to Grammys.
Y'all be playing? I'm just kidding. So the Beatles picked up their Grammy, their last one in 1997 for Free as a Bird. But the Beatles-related projects have now been nominated for and even won Grammys since then. But now that this song is theirs, it's the first one in 27 years. You don't care?
I'm just saying.
You don't care?
That's why a lot of artists just ain't gonna go.
Yeah.
Look, I've been grinding for years, and these cats just come in and drop one, and now they got Grammys.
Speaking of grinding, Nicolas Cage, he likes to grind.
Oh, he works.
He
Listen,
works.
good or bad, that man's putting out a movie.
Yes, he is. And of all his movies, Nicolas Cage wants you to watch 2021's Pig.
Oh, that's the one where it's like John Wick, but with a pig.
Yeah, with a pig. Really?
So he says, to me, it's like a folk song. It's a very quiet, gentle movie, which is the polar opposite of what people are thinking. So, which is crazy. But Pig came out in 2021, and it's about a former chef who goes looking for the thieves who stole his truffle pig.
Yeah, that's John Wick.
He said it's really good. He goes,
Really?
It earned him some of the best reviews of his career.
I was going to say, it got great reviews.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
The last movie I saw him was he was playing himself because he was
Oh,
broke
yeah,
as
how
an
was
actor.
that?
It was okay, but after that I'm like, okay, I'm done with you.
I forgot that movie was out.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
played himself.
So, if you wanted to see any Nicolas Cage movies, which, by the way, he has made over 100
He
movies.
probably made 100 this year.
I've only seen one.
Really?
Of all of
Which
his
one?
movies.
Which one?
It Could Happen to You. The one where he's a police officer.
Really?
With a lottery ticket.
With a lottery ticket. It's based on a true story.
That one is actually really good.
I like movies based
I
on a
think
true
it's
story.
during the break, or you may have mentioned it, but they're doing a face-off too, right? I saw
I
that.
did not know
I didn't
that.
know
Yeah,
that. I never saw the
it
first one.
was during the break.
Really?
They're doing it again, yeah.
Well, dang. Is he going to be part of it?
Oh, it's both of them.
Oh, good.
John Travolta
Good,
in
good,
it.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that's out of 100 movies. Pig is the one that Nicolas Cage would say that's his best one.
So what about that other garbage you've been doing for years? Don't even worry
He
about
goes, I was just pay off debt. I was just pay off the
it. The
debt.
tax man said you owe me money, and he did what you're supposed to do. He worked.
Worked it off. Yeah.
It worked, man. All right, weird stories in the true on the way with Brian Grimes on Johnny's House.
The concert of the summer is here. XL 1067 Summer Unplugged, starring Brent and Zach from Shinedown.
It's all just a symptom of being human.
August 23rd at House of Blues, right here in Orlando. The legendary Shinedown with Brent and Zach in an intimate setting. XL 1067 Summer Unplugged, also starring worldwide rising star Mark Amber.
You and me belong together.
Isabel Rosa.
Can I be your favorite?
And Winter Spring's own Hello Sister. Tickets on sale 10 a.m. Friday at livenation.com and House of Blues box office. Follow XL 1067 on IG for all pre-sale info. XL 1067 Summer Unplugged, starring Brent and Zach from Shinedown.
It's 6:19. It is Tuesday. Good morning. You're listening to Johnny's House. Weather pretty much the same, a little cooler. They was looking at 107 yesterday. It's going to be, with the heat index, 97 today, 70% chance of rain, and it's going to be partly cloudy, and it's 77 right now. All right, Brian, what are those weird stories? But they're so true.
It's quite brisk this morning when you walk outside.
Nari's got a hoodie on.
I do.
Chill in the air. Jeez. This could have happened in Florida, but it didn't, thankfully.
Okay.
It happened up in Ohio. The police are still trying to find this man who decided to get up out of his little hover round at the grocery store. He was on his little cart.
Okay.
Leaned up against the deli counter because it looked like he was on surveillance ordering, some deli. But instead, he was going pee-pee on the sandwiches.
Oh, no.
So that was his goal for the day.
Yes.
Get in the hover around, go down the store, and pee on the sandwich.
65 sandwiches.
Destroyed.
In total. About $500 worth of sandwiches had to be thrown out. Of course, they had to clean up deli case.
Yeah.
What did the sandwiches do to you?
If you were listening in the Ohio area, they're looking for
Oh, they didn't find him?
No. He's one of my people, because of course he would be. Looking for someone who looks a little bit like me. 6 foot, white hair with a red Make America Great Again hat on.
Was there a picture of Biden on the stand?
I don't know.
What makes a man get up out his hover round and pee on some sandwiches?
Not sure.
Wow.
So yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
He's still on the loose.
Yeah, he is still on the run. Well, on the roll. He's not really on the run because apparently he can't run. So the crazy thing about conspiracy theories is there's always a new one going around. So the latest one, there is a protective barrier around the Earth that is keeping aliens from entering our world. Now, the theory came from multiple aliens who have personally been here and shared the information with a very special group of humans.
Because I would have a question, but if they stopping all the aliens, how y'all getting?
That was my first question. Like, how if there's a barrier to prevent aliens? How are you here to interview humans?
And I'm not trying to,
maybe they brought him up there, probed him, and then dropped him back down to Earth.
Yeah, because I mean, they had to get. I remember that years they were probing people. They had to get through the barrier.
Yeah,
because a lot of people got probed.
Brought you up with like a little beam, like a light.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they.
But I heard, man, they've been finding aliens all over the place lately. It's not even top news stories anymore.
No, it's not.
That's what happened in Spice World to the Spice Girls.
Oh, yeah.
In the movie.
They got beamed up? Mm-hmm. Oh.
And then they just became friends with them.
I'm glad you told me that because I never in my life would have saw that movie.
I love that movie so much.
Does it change your mind now?
I didn't know there were aliens in that movie.
I think it might.
I don't know what the point of that scene was, but yeah, it was
Didn't
in
they
it.
end up like hooking up with the aliens or
Yeah.
something, technically?
I don't know what the point of the whole damn movie.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's the Spice Girls.
It's the Spice World.
And AI is taking over everything. Literally everything. Now AI is going in the church.
What?
There is a new pulpit AI that is designed to help pastors preach their sermons more effectively. It's going to drop July 22nd. There's going to do a free version and a paid version.
Wow.
You can, upload your thoughts and what you're trying to say to pulpit AI, and it'll turn it into a sermon for you.
I might get one.
July 22nd.
And put it up in here and just and then what he said was, put your hand to God. Cause what he is saying is that if you ain't eating right and you ain't living right, you won't be right. That's what he's saying. All of AI.
Yeah.
I feel like
not meaning anything.
this seems sinful.
Well, there are some pastors who are really against it. They're
Yeah.
like, wait a second now.
Yeah.
Because the whole idea that you're a pastor is that God is speaking through
Yes.
you. And now AI is telling telling you what to say. It just seems like it's crooked, they said.
I have an observation, and it's not calling somebody out. It's just the truth of reality. Ray says she's afraid of AI.
I am.
She said, or AI shouldn't be around.
Right.
But as I was walking out to the studio this morning, she asked Brian.
Hey.
Oh, boy. What happened? What happened?
No, I did.
She did.
I said, I'm going to test your AI skills.
Yes.
And I'm going to send you my children's school pictures so you can take the proof off of it.
Hey, but that's using AI for good.
Yeah, it is.
That's not trying to spread the word.
No.
Because I don't want, what's going to happen is.
Sinful, thievery.
Well,
I mean, that is a sin. But I mean.
Get you. It's apples and I get you 100% correct.
Right.
But Ray been all day yesterday. Man, this AI, man, it's happening so fast. I'm scared. Hey, T.
Yeah.
I just got the receipt for my kids' photos. Can you use your AI?
Well, under the AI 10 Commandments, using AI to steal probably wouldn't be a bad thing.
No.
And since eventually we're going to get to the new AI Testament, apparently is going to be coming out soon.
I know. Wow.
I'll tag the photographer. I mean, does he really know if I paid for it?
I don't think you should be tagging if they know that you didn't really pay for it.
Yeah, you shouldn't steal and then return to the store. With what you stole.
It's because I'm guilty. I have a guilty conscience. So I'm like, oh.
Well, everybody's like, yesterday, I'm afraid, man. It's just happening. It's not good.
At least Ray's talking about it. Everybody knows they're going to try to do it.
Well, July 22nd, Johnny will type something into the
That's
pulpit
right.
AI and give you
a
a sermon about it.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's all over the place. If you're a pastor and you do that, you might want to make some,
You're not good at it.
No.
Like, seriously, you're just not good at it.
You are, because you're supposed to sit down and say, okay, what am I supposed to talk about?
You're supposed to be inspired and moved to give the words to people. If the computer's telling you what to say, now you're saying the AI is Jesus.
Oh, boy.
Wow. I mean, I know that's a big jump, but I mean.
Wow. And I do believe there's something that's going to use it. And I believe if you're in that pastor's congregation, you're going to know last week and this week don't sound the same. I think you will know what's going on there. All right, listen, if we come back, we're going to talk about some things that change with you when you get a little older. Your body changes. Let's talk about it on Johnny's House. 636 is Johnny's house. You know, you get a little older, parts of your body start aching, and you can't do things like you used to. Go make a list of those things on Johnny's house. Orlando's number one hit music station is XL 1067, 639 Tuesday morning. There's a 70% chance of rain. Hit us pretty hard late in the evening. Gusty winds, heat index of 97, 77 right now, and it's partly cloudy. So, Neve, where were you when you noticed my man in the booth?
So, yesterday, I was just running errands yesterday, and I was, because there's a store that's closing, so I was picking up some stuff. And I was in line, and I noticed this guy wearing a boot because, you know, clearly he was injured.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, the other side of his shoe had, like, a supporter to, like, lift it. So I was, like, staring at his foot for a second. And he looked at me, he goes, "That's what happens when you play basketball in your 50s. And I just like that. I chuckled a little bit. I was like, oh, Lord. And he's like, yep, going to get surgery on my Achilles. But, you know, life is good. I was like, good on you, man. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So there's certain parts of your body that just changes when you get older.
Pretty much. And I definitely can attest to that with my knees.
Really?
I've always had, like, I don't even know, knock on wood, I've never torn it, like, not a single thing on me or broken a bone or anything. But my knees, I'm scared for them as I get older because the running, the lifting the weights, the squatting, anything when it comes, the stairs, sometimes they'll do some cracking noises that kind of makes my eye twitch a little bit. But that's the one thing that I'm always concerned about when it comes to getting older is my knees, because I just don't feel like they're going to be strong enough as I get older.
Me being about 2 or 3 years older than y'all, nothing hurts me, but when I played that celebrity softball game and I ripped my Achilles and I never got it repaired because I'm like, look, I ain't going to be shooting no hoops or nothing like that. Because they told me what was going to happen. They had to get a, what do you call them, cadaver? The dead?
Oh, yeah, cadaver.
Cadaver.
Cadaver. They was going to have to cut his Achilles, sew it on to mine, and it would take a year plus in rehab. I'm like, nah, I'm good. But every now and then, I'll start limping. You know, and I hate that because I don't want to be the limpy old guy. But
the limpy old guy.
Y'all see, you get so used to it, you don't even know you're limping. And I remember once I was doing it, and Rochelle, who works in management, was like, "You hurt your leg?" I'm like, "No, but my leg was hurting. Other than that, I don't have any pains. But you got any pains?
I mean, no, everything on me pops and cracks.
Yeah.
But that's
Did
years
it just happen?
No,
Or-
I mean, it's years of soccer and before that skateboarding and everything. I beat myself up pretty bad. I feel it when the day after I take the boat out because you don't realize it, but you're working against the water the whole time.
Yeah.
So the next day I feel it in my shoulders and my back. I gotta lay flat on my back after a while.
Isn't it bad when you stop working out for a while and you work out, and after that first workout you feel real good?
I had to buy a back brace.
Oh my
Because I'm
gosh.
like, damn, I think I done broke something. But it's because I hadn't lifted weights in a while.
But that workout, it feels real good.
Yeah.
But the next day you're like, no.
That's one of the reasons we got the cold plunge because it really does help a lot.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's a huge deal.
All right, Ray, how about you?
Well, I got a lot of issues down everywhere.
Yes, you do.
My hip flexors are pretty bad. So like my hips and my shins are
Really?
always killing me.
But you run though.
Yeah, but I have to have the right shoes. But if I go to we were at so many different pools and walking around the theme park and stuff, I didn't have the right shoes on. My shin splints were killing me.
Really?
Yeah, it hurts so bad.
Wow. See, shin splints are the reason why I'm like, if that's why I ain't gonna run.
That's
Yeah.
why,
But I mean, if
anything
you
I can throw on that list.
Right, that's the reason.
if you have the right
reason.
cushion on your foot, you're pretty good.
Yeah, so I ain't want to look for that cushion. I just prefer not to do it. I want to find out for you at what point in your life there's certain things that you just can't do anymore or they just hurt. Now, I haven't gotten to the point where I woke up and my neck was stiff. I've heard that does occur where you're sitting there going, did I sleep? I slept wrong.
You can't turn too fast. You turn too fast.
It's like when you want to look to your left, you have to turn your shoulders with it.
Yeah.
I've had that before, but it was a slip disc. But I had to turn my whole body to turn.
I've had that too. I fractured. Remember that?
Yeah.
I fractured my neck, and every now and then I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, girl, your shoulders are tight.
yeah.
Right now, what is hurting on you? All right, we were bold and admitted it on the air. You can too. You're waking up and you have some phantom of pain somewhere, or you just realize at this point in your life, there's certain things that's just gonna be the way it is for a while. 407-919-1067-877 919-1067 XL Mobile 41067 live stream. Good morning. Social media want to talk to you. Got a pair of tickets to the advanced screening of the current day chapter of the 1996 blockbuster Twisters. It's going to be Tuesday, July 16th at the AMC Altamont 18. This will be a summer hit, and you'll see it before anybody else. What hurts on your body? 407-919-1067 877 919-1067. We'll talk to you when we get back on Johnny's House. Sabrina Carpenter and Feather on Orlando's #1 hit music station, XL 1067. She's coming to the Kia Center in October. 653 with a heat index of 97. 77 right now, partly cloudy with a 70% chance of rain today. All right, he reaches out doing some running around. Saw a guy with a boot on. He said, it's basketball in your 50s, baby. It's basketball in your 50s. So we want to find out from you, what are some things, the pains that you may have waking up today? Got a pair of tickets to the advanced screening of the current day chapter of the 1996 blockbuster Twisters. Going to be Tuesday, July 16th at the AMC Altamont 18. 7 o'clock is the time they're going to show it. All right, from Titusville, Brian, good morning. There you go. Brian, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good. What's hurting you, man?
When I was 19, I hurt my knee. They had to put me in like a Forrest Gump kind of cast for almost a year. My kneecap was separated from like the ligaments and everything. So now as I'm 40, every time my knee pops out of place, my daughter, my 13-year-old's like, "Arby, Daddy, you look like a pirate, and you could always work." She said, "You could always work for IHOP."
How old is your daughter?
I like it.
She's 13, and my other daughter's 10.
Coming in with the roast.
Yes, wow.
It gets worse when I'm laying on the ground, kind of moaning because it hurts, trying to get it to pop back in place. My 8-year-old, my 4-year-old, they run around me like, "It's a zombie! It's a zombie!" Because we walk a lot of Walking Dead, so they're always like, the zombie's back."
Sounds like you have a
Kids
fun
will make you feel super old.
It sounds like you have a fun little household, though.
Yeah, they can all go to bed.
It's like, what are you doing? You can't chase us.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
That's pretty cool, man. You hold on. From Orlando, Tyler, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
All right, Tyler, what hurt you, man? What hurt you?
Man, my back hurts, Johnny.
What happened?
33. Nothing. I'm just old. I bend over like 4 times. I'm like, oh. I'll tell you something. A couple months ago, my wife and I got a pallet of sod, and I went and picked it up in a U-Haul flatbed truck.
Oh.
And we thought we were just going to do it ourselves, only like 500 square feet. I got about a third of the way into this and said, I have made a terrible mistake. But I'm stuck.
Yes.
Stuff, right? Because it's on the U-Haul that I'm renting, and if it's going to get off, it's just got to go in the backyard anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, it's terrible, and it's just by virtue of just getting older.
And how old are you?
33.
Come on, man. What are you talking about getting older?
I was really active as a child. I skateboarded, I wrestled, and I played soccer, and I was just at a doctor's appointment recently where the nurse practitioner was like, yeah, if you do any sports as a kid, you're way more likely to have arthritis and this and that. And if I could go back and I could change anything, I would never do sports as a kid. It was very eye-opening.
Man.
Yeah. Bro, stretch.
Man, and then you said, well, if I ain't doing any sports, I'd be here for obesity. So I'm just saying.
Right. Yeah, you're going to lose either way.
It's
right.
Picking my battles.
Picking your battles. But listen, man, you're 33. Please don't consider yourself old.
No.
You are not old. All right. You hold on a second. And from St. Cloud, Jenna, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
What hurt you?
My left leg. About 5 years ago, we threw a roller skating birthday party for my daughter, and here I am thinking, oh, I can get out there and roller skate. Well, lo and behold, I fell, and I spiraled fracture both bones in my leg and broke my ankle. My daughter will never forget her 8th birthday party. Mom went out in the ambulance and had to have surgery right away.
I was thinking about throwing the twins a skating birthday party this year, but now you're
my wife and I
changing my mind.
Want to do it.
Here I am 40 now. That was my 35th. Her 8th birthday, but I was 35. I'm 40 now, and
still
it
feeling
is
it.
definitely creeping. Oh, yes, it will never go.
You hold on a second. Be what they say.
At St. Pete, we saw people roller skating up and down the pier, and we were both like, ooh, we should start skating. Like, yeah, I don't think so. XL Mobile, powered by Attorney Dan Newland. Interact, need to check. It's a no-brainer. Just call Attorney Dan Newland. Someone said first 10 seconds out of bed, it sounds like microwave popcorn.
Oh, no.
So it's literally every joint they got.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, Brian from Titusville. Kids, joke you about your knee. Got a pair of tickets to the advanced screening of the current day chapter of the 1996 blockbuster hit, Twisters. Ray, what's going on?
Why is Elton John peeing in bottles?
What?
Yeah, he is.
Uh-oh. Update on the way.
WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
This is The Weekend.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Johnny's House, mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
1067.
Orlando.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
So Elton John was shopping at a shoe store in France, and he was with his 2 sons and a bodyguard, and he asked the owner if he could go use their facilities. He had to go to the bathroom while they were shopping.
Okay.
That is like my least favorite thing when you go to stores and they're like, oh, we don't have a bathroom. I'm like, dang it. That's like so unfortunate. But so when the guy told him that there weren't any bathrooms that Elton John could use.
So yes, you do is back in that employee area.
Elton got a bottle from his bodyguard and took a few steps away from the other customers and peed into it.
So I had to go.
Gotta go.
He even got a little bit on the floor, and he had the bodyguard wipe it up with a towel.
That's right.
So the shop owner says he didn't recognize Elton, but for some reason.
How could you not recognize Elton John?
Right.
Yeah, but he said for some reason he asked Elton what he did for a living, and Elton said, I'm Elton John.
That's what I do for a living.
Like, what other answer would Elton John give, right?
And watch your mouth before I buy this store.
That's my job.
Like, I'm Elton John. That's what I do
Then
for
he's
a
like,
living.
well, damn, I wish I would have showed you the bathroom because I know there's one back there.
Yeah, there's one back there.
But I didn't know who you were.
I'd be curious, like the police officer that pulled over Justin Timberlake, I'd be curious to see how old this shop owner is.
Okay.
You know, like, because what if it's like a youngin' and he's like, I don't know.
You don't think Elton John transcends time?
You would think Justin Timberlake wouldn't?
Yeah, but like Elton John wears like rhinestone glasses and like he's
but
walking
you're
with a
in
body.
France.
But he's walking with a
bodyguard
bodyguard. Like
and-
he's clearly someone.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. So the owner wasn't really happy about the peeing, but obviously once he realized it was Elton John, he thought it was pretty cool otherwise. And Elton John did end up buying 2 pairs
I was
of
about
sneakers.
to say that.
Yep.
If Elton John wouldn't have bought a damn thing, he'd have been mad. But once he
Yes.
bought, and my man made his commission that day.
Yep.
Come on back
2
and pee
pairs
again.
of sneakers for his boys, took a picture for the store, and shook hands with the owner.
He didn't wash them first. You got pee-pee on your
He
hand.
said, I got to touch Elton John's pee-pee. So The Bachelorette kicked off last night, which is still a huge franchise. It's such a huge show still. And season 21 is what they're in. And I have 13 rules that contestants have to follow, which are pretty interesting.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so obviously minimum age requirement, you have to be at least 21.
Okay. Makes
and
sense.
yeah, there's no upper limit though, which is nice. Contestants must be single, obviously.
A lot of
because,
them lie.
Yes,
A
there's
lot of
some
them lie.
murky relationship statuses that are questionable. Contestants must agree to be filmed 24/7, and all footage is owned by the show, no matter what.
Yep.
Contestants can't disclose they've been casted. You know, we hear this all the time.
Yeah.
Especially if you're on like American Idol or whatever.
Yeah.
You can't really say anything.
But it takes away from the surprise of the show.
Contestants may be asked to take physical and psychological tests.
Yeah.
The producers want drama, but nothing too crazy, is what they're saying. Contestants bring their own clothes. There is a dress code. A lot of it has to do with avoiding patterns that clash with the camera and all that.
Okay.
No cell phones. Limo entrances are strategically arranged. So you see them when they pull up in the limo.
They're all sitting outside that fence.
Yes.
we all figured that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes. Well, you think that like we would know, but like some other normal people might not.
No.
Contestants don't normally eat on dates. Producers actually send food to their rooms before the date so they're not hungry, so they don't eat on camera.
Oh, so the whole time they're just talking.
Yes. And the contestants have to endure long rose ceremonies. Some of them are like hours long because they have to film all of it. And then no internet, pretty much the same thing with no phone, no spoilers after filming wraps. Obviously, you can't go on a radio show and be like, hey, this is what goes down.
Yeah.
So I'm like, these are pretty much, we thought of all these and we know of all these, but like the psychological test, which is good because we always said that we're like, you need to make sure that these people are still
For sure. Yeah.
okay.
I mean, the Golden Bachelor is the one that I paid a little bit of attention to. They never had a discussion on where we gonna live.
Oh my gosh, I know.
So after the show, he's like, "I'm not moving there." She's like, "I'm not moving there."
And
it's over.
And I just love how he was like, "Yeah, I've been single since I lost my wife."
Yeah.
And then that one woman came out and was like, "Oh
Still
hell
there?
no!
Nuh-uh.
Oh no! We
you
were
lying.
together."
We was doing it.
Doing all kind of things. All right, representing your city. Smarter than your hood. If you never heard about it, we'll explain it next on Johnny's House. It's Johnny's house, 708. Partly cloudy, 70% chance of rain today. Heat index only going to make it feel like it's 97. It is 77 right now. We like to play this once a week. Let cities represent to find out who is the smartest in Central Florida. We call it Smarter Than Your Hood. And all you're going to do is call up, tell us what city that you're in, and you'll be representing that city, and you have to answer the most questions. And they're very easy questions. And, Brian, they're from where today?
Today is high school level, actually.
Oh,
boy.
Yes.
High school level.
Yes.
Now, to know how the game is played, we're going to play around in here. If you get it right, you get a point. You get it wrong, take away a point. But the last one is either for a tie or for the win. So we're going to play just around in the room just to show you how easy it is to play. I will be representing Windermere. Ray.
Winter Park.
Norris.
Jupiter,
Florida. The way it works is when Brian asks the question, you yell out your city, not the answer. Yell out the city, and then you get a chance to answer. If you yell out the city, we take away a point. All right, Brian, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go.
All right, first question. What is the force that pulls objects towards the center?
Jupiter. Gravity.
That is correct.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. See, and I stopped asking,
Yes.
but she knew the rest of the question.
Okay.
So, boom.
Now, if you would have stalled out.
Right.
All right,
Yeah.
but you didn't. Good job.
All right, so 1-0.
All right.
Which countries share the longest border in the world?
Ooh.
Say it again.
Which countries share the longest border in the world?
I'll just throw it out there. Windermere.
Yes, sir.
I'll say United States and Canada. I just threw it out there.
That is correct, sir.
Oh, good. I would have totally gotten that wrong.
Way to guess.
I was like,
Way
watch
to
it be like Russia and
guess.
China or something.
Throw it out there. Yeah.
All right, 1-0. Ray's
Dang
going back to
it.
her old strategy,
Uh-huh.
just lying in the weeds.
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's see. Could be the last question. What was the name of the ship that carried the Pilgrims to North America?
Jupiter.
That
The Mayflower?
is correct.
Oh, dang.
How is it that I get these questions right from high school, but not
Wow.
like elementary?
We didn't even need to go to the tiebreaker.
Dang it.
It's 2-1-0.
Yes.
Wow.
So Nerys,
Congratulations.
straight up victory.
Wow. Wow. See, it worked because what she does is she jumps in.
Yeah, I know.
But in the past, you jumped in and tried to think about it. This time, you jumped in and you knew the answer.
Well, and these
So
also were
congratulations.
very easy. Like, if the question was pretty done by the time she jumped in. Like, I didn't have to finish it.
Yeah, good job. Congratulations on that one.
Dang.
All right, today you're playing for a pair of tickets to see Missy Elliott out of this world tour. It's going to be Wednesday, July 27th at the Amalie Arena in Tampa. If you'd like to play and represent your city, you got to call right now. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Represent Smarter Than Your Hood. Let's play it on Johnny's house. Didn't he get $10 million for doing a one-night show?
Yes.
Justin Bieber? Damn, must be
We're
nice.
a billionaire.
And he's not even like performing anymore.
Hey, for $10 million, let's get the band back together.
I mean, same
Put
as
that mic back
Rihanna.
on
He
your
does
head.
one-offs and gets $10 million. What
$10
the
million.
heck?
They're probably asking, how much would you charge to do a show? $10 million. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same couple that did it.
You just got money.
Rihanna.
Just
Yeah.
money.
He probably didn't want to do it. He just threw out a high number thinking they'd say
exactly. They said, okay. Then he's thinking to himself, I should have said 15. 724, this Johnny's house, heat index of 97. 77 right now with a 70% chance of rain, and it's partly cloudy. Time to represent your city. It's called Smarter Than Your Hood. We ask you some very simple questions, and you get the most right. You tell everybody that's listening that you live in the smartest city for at least a week. All right, first we must meet the amazing contestants representing Sanford, Florida. Let's say good morning to Jill. Hey, Jill, good morning.
Good morning.
Jill, how long have you lived in Sanford?
Officially 5 years, but I've been in the area forever.
And why Sanford? Why you love Sanford so much?
Oh, it's up and coming. There's so much to do.
It's been up and coming for years. When is it going to get there? When is it going to get there?
It don't really want to get there. It wants to stay right where it is. It's a good spot.
It's trying.
Up and coming. Every year. I've been here 34 years. It's still been up and coming.
No,
when we going to get there?
It's a lot different than when I used to hang out there as a kid.
All right, we're going to come to your house and we're going to hang out with you, Jill. What we going to do?
Oh, we're going to downtown Sanford.
Downtown Sanford.
Of course we
are. All right. And let's see, connect that to line 3, please. Representing Houston, Florida. Rachel. Good morning, Rachel.
Good morning, everybody. How are you?
Good. How long have you lived in Eustis?
Off and on my entire 45 years.
Now, what's the off and on? You left and came back?
I left, moved out of state, came back. And some reason I keep going back to Lake County, but
There you go. All right, so we're going to come hang out with you. We're going to kick it. Where you going to take us in Eustis?
oh, we got to go to First Friday because there ain't nothing like First Friday. They got bands, live music, sometimes rides even, or if you come during George Fest, we can go during that.
Okay, this is somebody who knows their city of Eustis. Now, the way it's going to work, we're going to ask you some very simple questions. If you know the answer, you yell out your city. You get it right, you get a point. You get it wrong, we'll take away a point. But the last question is either for the win or for the tie. Now, we got to gauge what you sound like. So on the count of 3, can you please yell out your cities? 1, 2, 3.
You, Stanford.
All right, Sanford, you're a little slow on the draw there. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3.
Stanford.
All right, there we
close.
go. All right, like again, if you know the answer, do not yell out the answer. Yell out the city. We'll give you a chance to answer. All right, here is the first questions. What do bees collect to make honey?
Stanford.
Sanford, Jill. Jill.
Nectar, pollen. Oh.
What's your answer? I need an answer.
Pollen.
No, you was wrong. You should have stuck with the nectar. Sorry, negative.
See, I'd have gave it to you because I take the first answer, right or wrong. That's me though.
Because she kind of blended and said nectar pollen.
On Jeopardy, they'd have given it to you. Johnny's a harsh judge.
I'm a harsh judge. -1. Norris.
All right. What part of the atom has no electric charge?
Eustace. Stanford.
That would be Rachel from Eustis.
The molecule.
That is incorrect. It is neutron.
Boy, we got some winners
She was
up in
confident.
here. But that's okay. That's okay because it's -1 to -1. All right, Brian.
All right. Which famous Dutch painter cut off part of his own ear?
Eustace.
That would be Rachel.
Van Gogh.
That is correct.
Van Gogh is correct. It is 0 to -1. Now, here we go with the last question with Ms. Ray. Jill, you get it right. It is a tie. Jill, you get it wrong. It's over. Rachel, you get it right. You win. You get it wrong. We go to the tiebreaker. All right. Are you ladies ready?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Ray.
John F. Kennedy was assassinated in which city?
Eustace.
For the win, Rachel.
I know it's in Texas. Sorry. Houston, Texas.
No.
It was Dallas.
Dallas.
All right, and we have a tiebreaker question. All right. What year was the Summer of Love? What year was the Summer of Love? And these are all summer type questions. All right, Jill, what year was the Summer of Love? The more you stall, the more she can look it up. So you better give me an answer.
2008.
2008. All righty. Okay, Rachel, what
I don't know
year
what
was
that means.
what year was the Summer of Love? I don't either.
1963.
It was 1967. Congratulations.
Whoa.
What'd you say, bro?
1968 was my guess.
Congratulations. You are the winner. Gonna hook you up with a pair of tickets to see Missy Elliott Out of the World Tour Wednesday, July 24th at the Emily Arena in Tampa. Congratulations. Way to play the game. All right.
Thank you.
All right. You hold on a second. We get some information from you. We come back. There's a store that's doing away with something no longer to be done at this store. What is it? We'll tell you next on Johnny's House. $7:32. This is Johnny's House Tuesday. Expect the rain. It hit yesterday kind of late in the evening. It hit hard, too.
Yeah.
70% chance, otherwise partly cloudy. 77 now, heat index of 97. They say due to extremely low volume, we will no longer accept personal checks. And that's Target said leave. And this starts July 15th. Don't be rolling up here with no damn personal checks. We are not taking them. So my question to you, who still writes personal checks and who's never written a personal check? Narisha, ever written a personal check?
Yes, I have.
Okay, I'm just checking.
I was going to say, do you guys know how to write checks?
Yeah. Ray, you know how to do one?
Yes.
All
I
right.
think we're like the last generation to be able to do so.
Really? Now, I still have personal checks. And the reason I have it done because I notice when I have like something done at my house, like I had to get someone to fix the sprinkler heads. And this is someone who's been in business for a long period of time. Sometimes they're not really up with technology. Because I asked the guy, how do you want me to pay you? Do you have, Venmo? He says, I'll take a check.
Oh.
And I said, well, that's good because I got some checks. And I ripped it off and I wrote him a check. So normally when there's people who've been in companies that have been in business for a while, that's the way they've always done business. And I think it was 2 weeks ago. I wrote a personal check. Ray, do you have personal checks?
I do.
You do have them?
Yeah.
How long have you had them?
I think I have one checkbook that I've had for 7 years.
7 years.
It's about 7 years.
Now, what's the number on your check? Because that tells how long you've been doing it. I think mine is at 6,000.
Oh, God.
I've been having checks forever.
No. No.
You're like on 135?
No. Maybe 2-something.
200.
But I did have a car from a buy here, pay here place, and I had to write them a check. So that was where I was a frequent check writer.
So when's the last time you wrote a check?
And
I never put what it's for in the memo thing.
No.
No.
for my kids' passports. You have to send a check with the passports.
Really?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
for my kids to get passports, we had to write a check.
You can go get a cashier's check if you
but it
want.
has
It
to
has
but
to be a check.
But
yeah.
I just wrote a check.
Yeah.
All right, BG, how about you, man?
No,
Do you
I
have
don't-
checks?
I do have one checkbook. It's in my desk at home, in my office at home, and I carry one loose check with me all the time because it has the routing numbers and stuff I need
Yeah.
to enter onto
Yeah.
websites and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's the only reason.
But if you lose that check,
Bro, you was done.
Hey.
It's not possible to lose it.
Brian, see if you remember this. I used to carry one check at all times, and we were playing cheap shot basketball.
Oh, God.
And did you break your nose? Somebody?
Yeah, no, I got hit in the right above my eye, and it was bleeding like crazy.
And he was part time and didn't have any insurance.
Yeah.
So I signed the man a blank check
to go to the hospital.
No. Yo, you're a real one for that.
He was bleeding.
No, for sure.
and how much?
Oh, I
It
just went
wasn't
to
that
like
much.
the mini ER
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't go check myself in the hospital.
No. But I'm like, and it was in my wallet so long that it was folded.
Yep, folded up.
It was folded up.
That's
real
the one.
tight.
The one I carry is folded up. If
Yeah.
I'd have to lose everything I have to lose that, and so that would be bad in general. So
Okay.
yeah, I just carry it all the time in case I need the routing numbers. I haven't written a check in forever.
Really?
And my checks are in the 00 number still.
Really?
Because my account is not back to when I had a buy here pay here car because that bank's out of business.
So this where I have my checkbooks is my first bank account from when I was 16.
Yeah, see, my bank went out of business, so it's not.
Mine is too. It was from a bank that was First Union, which was bought by NCMB, which is North Carolina National Bank, which was eventually bought by Bank of America.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, but
yeah.
it was the same bank. So
Oh, my checks still say Wachovia because that was the bank.
Wachovia.
That was the official bank of UCF when I went to UCF.
Yes.
Oh my
Wachovia.
But then Chase bought them.
Bought them.
But that's how few checks I've written. I still have the first Wachovia checkbook they gave me because your routing
Goodness.
numbers never change.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. And Reese, when's the last time you wrote a check?
I think it was like when I opened my LLC or something,
Mm-hmm.
like along the lines. But that was like 5 years ago now, I think.
Really?
I can't even
Do you have
remember.
checks?
Yeah, it's sitting there collecting dust. Yeah, I refuse to use it. Nope. Like even if I need to look at my routing number, I open the app. Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah, you will never catch me walking around with like a.
Yeah, I mean, back when I started carrying it, the routing number wasn't in the app. It was just a bunch of
For
X's.
sure.
Yes.
But now,
Yeah.
I can get to it through my app.
Wow. All right, I want to find out from you, how many people use checks regularly? I won't say every day, but regularly. How many of you still use checks? And I want to find out if you've never, ever written a check in your entire life. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. You can text if you can't get through. The XL Mobile is 41067. Live stream, social media. We love hearing from you. You're kind of quiet today. I want to find out how last time you wrote a check and if you've never, ever written a check in your life. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Want to talk to you? Call us now on Johnny's House. 7:45. It is Johnny's house. Partly cloudy. Let's see, 77 right now. Heat index gonna make it feel like it's 97, and there is a 70% chance of rain. Target set of July 15th. Don't bring them checks up in here. Don't bring them in here. We're not taking your checks because people don't use them anymore. I want to find out how often do you write checks, or if you've never ever written a check before in your life. Lacey from Orlando. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. So you still write checks?
I still write checks randomly to like do stuff for the government mainly because they haven't caught up. But my story is really about my Nana mortifying me in a store about 2 years ago. We were in like a shoe store and she went to pay and she started to pull out her checkbook and I was like, there's no way this is about to happen. And she pulled it out and she wrote the check and I was like, oh my God. And the girl behind the cash register was also like, oh my God. And she handed it to her and she was trying to figure out the machine, called the manager. The manager couldn't figure out the machine. And I looked at him and I said, I actually think I know how to do this. I worked in retail a long time ago. Can I help? And they were like, sure. And all three of us sat there and figured out how to take this check in this cash register. But I was mortified, and I told my Nana, "Don't you ever pull out a check when you're with me ever again."
I'm sorry. If I was you, I'm like, you know what, Nana? Don't worry about it. Shoes on me.
Yeah, right.
Shoes on me.
Yeah.
I got you.
Well, I was trying to pay for it, and she was like, "No, I want to buy them," and I was like, "I just want to leave."
I'd have been like, how about you write the check to me, Nana,
Listen,
and I'll pay for the shoes.
My mom would do something like that. She'd hand over that check and the ID. Here you go.
When I worked in retail for years, it was the worst when people wrote checks because you had to slide them through that little reader.
Yes.
And then sometimes it didn't read it and they'd push it back through.
Out,
And then
Never read it.
And if it declines, they think you're saying they don't have the money.
Yep.
That's not what it's saying. It doesn't check if you have the money. It checks if the check's valid and if you have a history of bouncing checks.
Yes. I remember when my mom bouncing a check.
I used to get, when I worked at Best Buy, they would yell at me like, I've got thousands of dollars in the bank. I'm like, it literally doesn't mean anything to me. Like, like Vericheck said, you bounce checks. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Vericheck.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Hey, Lacey, next time, buy your grandma Nana them shoes. Stop playing. Get Nana.
Listen, they get crazy when you try to pay.
Yeah, they do.
That's true.
They really do. All right. Thank you, Lacey. You have a beautiful day, okay?
Thanks. You too.
Yeah, they do kind of get mad. I don't need you to buy that for me. From Orlando, Kevin.
Hey, good morning, Johnny. Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Good, man. How often you write a check?
Yeah, we write a check every first of the month, bro.
Really?
Oh, yeah, dude.
For what?
For sure.
Rent?
Rent.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
It's funny. I was just talking to Brian about that yesterday. I was like, is rent still done through checks, or do they,
So through private people, a lot of times it is. When I had to rent my townhouse while they were building my house, that was the one time I had to go to the bank and I asked them for a sheet of checks because I knew I was only staying there 7 months and I only needed 7 checks.
Wow. Now, Kevin, do you have to give it to a person, or is it an apartment complex?
No, no, my wife mails it in.
Mails it in.
Oh, that's old school.
Even that.
Mails it in.
Mails
it. It's the first of the month.
Now, Kevin, I don't know if you know this, but you probably do. The price of stamps went up 2 days ago.
Yeah, that's all right. We got a whole book.
Hey,
been ready.
But back when you can mail stuff, you could play Beat the Bank.
Yes.
Because then you could date the check. You could. Hey, as long as it's postmarked, baby.
Yes.
I don't know about you. The first time I went to the post office and I asked for a book of stamps,
yeah.
I was thinking it was going to be like a book, like a fat.
It was
like,
a roll?
Like it was going to be like a lot of stamps.
It used to be.
Yes.
But now it's like
Wachovia, too.
5 of them. It's like these.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they consider a book now.
Kevin, you been to Wachovia?
Man, I still got my little box, bro. Wachovia, fresh in the box, man. My little check.
My dad, Sunday night. Dad, where you going? Got to go to the post office and mail off these checks. Wow. But that was like 40 years ago. All right, Kevin, man, hang in there, bro.
All right, man. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Man, that's still going on. From Orlando, Gloria. Gloria, you've never written a check before in your life.
I have never written a check in my life. I'm 26 years old. I don't think I've ever even had a checkbook. But my boyfriend, who's a year younger than me, he writes a check for his bills every month. I don't know why.
Really?
That's what he likes to do. Yeah.
How long y'all been dating?
About 8 months.
I was going to say, after the year? Show him how to do it electronically.
He knows how to. He just doesn't like to. I don't know. I think he feels like it's more organized or something, but that's just his preference.
Yeah. I mean, look, my mom's 96, and she does her bills finally electronically.
Yeah, I mean, his apartment complex has a portal. He just, I don't know.
You
I
just
don't know what the deal is.
want to drop them off. As long as you love them, that's all. All right, Gloria.
As I do.
There you go, girl. Thank you. Ray, what they saying?
Somebody said when you own a business, you want a paper trail for tax purposes. So that's why I write checks all the time.
So it's weird. I don't do checks with Yoho, like with the rum. But I do when I go deliver rum. A lot of places pay with check.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
they hand me a check, and then I deposit it digitally, and and I get copies of all that stuff still.
Paper trail, though, for them.
I guess, and,
Yeah.
and some businesses it's easier to do. I guess.
I love those business checks. They're long. That's a big long.
Yes.
Big
Dude,
long check.
My distributor opens a giant
Yes.
book. And it's like, whoop, whoop, and then he starts writing.
And he goes, yep. And he goes, yeah, like that.
Yep.
Rip, rip, rip,
And then he
rip,
starts
rip,
writing,
rip,
write, and scribbles, and then he rips it.
Yes.
And I pick it up and I fold it like 18 times.
This is why things are digital now.
Put it in my backpack, and then I carry it out to the car.
Somebody said a lot of contractors are starting to charge 3% for using a card to pay for services on the house. And so they'll just they'll
Write the
keep
check.
using money or a check.
Yeah, because you got to pay the credit card company a percentage.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, be what they say.
XL Mobile, powered by Attorney Dan Newland. Interact, need a check, a real check. It's a no-brainer. Just call Attorney Dan Newland. Someone said they live near the Villages. Literally everybody up in there uses checks.
I bet.
But they said still using checks like 20 years ago. They're holding up the line, 10 items or less. Now let me write a check.
I bet the Lufa store be jumping up shrimp. Wow.
Someone said their rent, their mortgage, they have to pay for that with a check. And someone said they're 29, never written a check once. Wow. And someone learned it in high school and hasn't used it since they got out of high school.
Yeah, they used to teach us that. I mean, they don't teach you anything in school but to the test. But back when I was in school, they taught you what's called like life skills.
Yeah.
And you had to balance a household and write checks.
We had
junior achievement where you had a
junior
company.
achievement.
Yeah.
And so in your company, you had to write fake checks.
Okay.
I think we had economics too. We learned how to write business checks or something.
Very good. All right, what you working on?
Let's talk about Alec Baldwin. Did you see that huge part of the prosecution that just happened?
No.
Yeah, I'll let
All
you
right,
know.
Coming up.
WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
This is The Weekend.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Johnny's House, mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
1067.
Orlando.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
So we know that Alec Baldwin is going to have to deal with this shooting that happened on set for the rest of his life. But like even inside the judicial system, he's still dealing with stuff. His manslaughter trial kicks off this week. And so the judge now has just ruled something that was pretty big for the prosecution's case, and they've thrown it out. So the judge said that I'm having a real difficulty with the state's position that they want to show that as a producer, he didn't follow guidelines. And therefore, as an actor, Mr. Baldwin did all these things wrong, resulting in the death of Helena Hudson. So basically what they're doing is throwing out the fact that he was an executive producer on the film because there were other executive producers as well who had much more of hands-on with the gun and everything that was involved. And so now the fact that he was executive producer getting thrown out, and they're just going to look at him as an actor on set who unfortunately pulled the So this is a big win for him. Now this ruling could very much cripple, is what they're saying, the prosecution's case, which is great for Alec Baldwin.
Wow.
But yeah, so right now they're just saying the probability of them saying that it was unfair and it was prejudice and all the uncertainty and confusion and all that stuff for the jury. They're just going to be listen, look at him as an actor, and that's it.
They were saying because he, Alec Baldwin is so private, the mere fact that he has a reality show about his family, they think he put it out there so potential jurors will see him as a loving father, and there's no way he could have done pretty much tainted.
I mean,
I believe that.
That's pretty smart.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
I believe it too. So there is another person who just filed a lawsuit against Diddy. Did you see this last week?
Now, is this the woman who said she was paid to be
she is a sex trafficker.
Yeah.
So her name is Adria, and she filed her lawsuit last week, and not shockingly, she was immediately flooded by news outlets and podcasters and everybody who wants to have this interview so she could talk about her allegations and what happened to her and everything. So as of right now, there is one big podcaster that has reached out to Adria's team and asked, do you want to do an interview on my podcast? And he said that the list of things that Adria's team came back is like an A-lister's dream wish list
of people that she hooked up
with.
with.
No, of what she her demands. Okay, so what she demands? Yes, her demands
to be on a podcast.
To be on a podcast, because right now she is the next person to accuse Diddy of something for sexual assault and sex trafficking. So she's got a hot demand right now.
What's up? What did she say?
2 first-class flights from LA to New York City for herself, her husband, and also 2 separate flights for her attorneys. She wants, before the interview begins, she wants hair and makeup and wardrobe services from specific vendors, plus meals and snacks throughout the day of shooting. The flights aren't all that crazy, but there's so much more. She was like, I require a 2-night stay in a 4-star hotel, preferably with breakfast included. So it just goes, it keeps going.
Did she request payment?
No, I mean, obviously it goes into payment and all that, but I don't have a number here of what she's demanding for money.
Wow.
But it just says that her attorney says that our client did not personally make the demands. They were made by the team. So it was like the team was putting it together, but I don't know.
Well, who's the team?
Which is her attorneys and her husband and all these other people.
Man, I don't know how much you know about podcasts.
Yeah, but I don't know. So she's, like I said, the one that has the latest allegations against Diddy, sex trafficking, and...
Listen, if it really happened to her, then she should prosecute and go as far as she can with all extents of the law. But the thing is, I'm thinking if you want people to know your story, you need to talk to as many people as you can.
And what her thing is that everyone is making money off of my story.
Yeah.
So that's her thing. You're making money off of my story. So I want my demands met, and I want to get paid off of my story, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because as a victim, I don't know that mentality where it's
Wow. What was she doing before all of this? Does it say?
I have no idea. I was trying to look it up.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
I know somebody that books real celebrities for speaking gigs.
Yeah.
Sounds just like that.
Really?
Except they want a private jet. and they have a car service to pick up them, their stylists, and so on, so on, so on. So
Yeah.
there's just a few more demands that's not on that list, but it's pretty much like that.
Yeah, I mean, she could have plenty of things to like spill and like facts that,
But I got what she's
that
saying.
she thinks.
I got what she's saying. You gonna make money off of me being on your show.
Mhm.
I need to be.
Yes, but that's a lot to ask.
It is a lot. Now, I see this happening in the future. 50 Cent and Tyler Perry possibly working together.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this, but Tyler Perry has been raving about 50 Cent and like the iconic things that he's doing for like TV and film. He's like, he's got this empire that is impressing Tyler Perry. So Tyler like was caught up with TMZ at the airport or something like that and was like, listen, if he's game for whatever kind of collab that 50 Cent wants to do, he's on board with all of it.
Tyler Perry, the crazy thing about, or the unique thing about Tyler Perry is that he has so many shows on TV, he writes them all.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
He said AI who?
50 Cent is modeling his new studios, the G Unit Studios, after what
Just
Tyler
like-
Perry did in Atlanta. He's
Yeah.
doing it in Houston.
Yeah.
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 Or Shreveport. He just bought a bunch of
I think
spots
it's like
in
Shreveport.
Shreveport.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
He was living in Houston. He just bought a bunch of land in Shreveport. So he's trying to build the same thing where we produce everything in-house.
Just imagine them two getting together. That'd be great.
They think it's too different. Like,
it is, but I mean, like,
But they both got really good energy.
if anything, he needs to sit with Tyler Perry and say, show me how you
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Because there's so much money. Tyler Perry's made so much money, it's not like you're going to take money out of my pocket.
Their genres don't mesh, though.
No, that's what I'm trying to. That's
Like,
exactly what I was trying to say, Brian.
Yeah, so I don't know what they would work on together, other than just like
Unless-
maybe their studios collaborate on
Yeah,
something.
probably.
Unless, here it come, y'all.
Oh, boy.
Medea starts selling drugs.
Yeah.
Like a hood video? Like a street video?
Like Black Mafia Family
Yes,
style.
Oh, my
yes.
God.
I love those shows. But if you're going to mesh them,
I'd watch it.
Freaking BMF.
It'd be the
Medea.
new BMF, Black Medea Family.
Oh, my. There you go, Brian. Get writer's credit.
I think you're going to ruin that brand. I don't think you're going to do that. But that's
But
how
I mean, could you? Is it already ruined? I mean,
Tyler Perry, I'm
It
telling you,
could
that
get
man,
any worse.
He has so many shows and he just kind of deal with Netflix. He has his own island. He said he goes to this island and he writes all these scripts and then he flies right back.
which is questionable. Anybody with an island now, I'm questioning.
I've never heard anybody invited to his island. I think that's where he just goes.
Yeah, I don't think he brings anybody out to the island.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm thinking. All right, conspiracies. You know we love to talk about them. It's time to talk about them again on Johnny's House. It's 809, Orlando's #1 hit music station. You are listening to Johnny's House. Hope you're having a beautiful morning, and thank you for listening to our program. We do appreciate you every single day. 70% chance of rain, partly cloudy. 77, looking for, let me see, 70, what was that, 78? 78. Ray's head is right in front of the temperature.
I'm so
78
sorry.
with the high of 97. So there's a new movie coming out, and I just saw today that some of it was filmed locally. And what is it? Fly Me to the Moon? What's that
Fly Me to
about?
the Moon. So I don't know exactly what it's about. I know it's Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum, but it does involve a fake moon landing.
Yes. Because a lot of people are saying it was fake.
Yeah, the original OG moon landing was like a Hollywood soundstage.
We had to beat the Russians or something.
All propaganda. There was no way to check it. And then there are people that think, well, some of the stuff you see in the video just don't match up.
Well, they were saying, how were you the first to step on the moon when there was footprints already there?
Yeah.
And the flag, something about the flag.
The way the shadows are, all kinds of stuff. Yeah. So a lot of people think it was fake.
Wow.
And we've never been back, right?
No, we gone back to the moon.
Or like years later.
I mean, they still got a moon buggy up in
We
there.
abandoned the moon and went to the space shuttle after a while. I don't know why.
So we want to talk about conspiracies that you still believe in. These ones will not go away. There are people right now that will argue you to the point that moon landing was not real. They believe it. And I'm telling you, man, one thing about being in the media, and one thing you got to tell, we're in the, I guess you say the outskirts of the media. They don't tell us a lot of stuff. But there are things that happen and that you could tell that they present it because that's how the American public needs to see it. Or they throw things out there to cloud your judgment on things. I do believe there are aliens. I think we know where they are. I think they are with us. I cannot prove it. Absolutely not. But I believe it's getting to the point with all the information and stuff when the government came out and said, well, they're not UFOs. They call, what do they call now? Unidentified
flying
objects.
Or no,
what is another term for them?
Yeah.
You can't. Well, once they came out and said, yes, they do exist, then I'm sitting here going, what they're doing is lightening the blow. So when it does happen, that we won't be shocked.
UAP.
Yeah.
Is what they call them now instead of UFP.
And what does that stand for? Objects.
I'm looking at it right now.
Somebody on XL Mobile hit us up 41067.
Unidentified aerial phenomena.
That's it.
But they say that's different than a UFO.
Because UFO is a flying object.
But you have to actually see an object for it to be a UFO, not just something that looks weird.
I think there's a UFO. I think there's an alien listening now going. And he's talking about us. Some guy told me once, we were out in a bar once, and when you hear the crazy stuff in the bar, he says sound waves travel. And that our voices right now are just going out in the universe in waves. To the outset of our solar system, our voices are being carried out there every single day.
Because there's nothing to stop them.
Yes. And I was like, well, that's deep. I ain't thinking about that. B, what's your conspiracy, man?
Well, I mean, I believe the aliens thing. I also think that aliens had a hand in every major creation that we've come up with ever in history.
So like the pyramids?
Yeah, I mean, everything.
Yeah.
Literally everything. You're telling me one day we're just moving along and people are just like walking on feet, and the next day someone randomly goes, you know what? Car. Boom. Nope. Alien.
But I mean, like,
one day we're counting on our fingers. Oh, I don't know. Next day, computer, calculator, boom, alien.
You're pretty smart, and you come up with a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
So you don't believe that there's inventors?
Like engineering it?
I do believe that people invented them with the help of aliens.
The pyramid, though, is tough to believe. Like the accuracy of building that pyramid.
Yeah, that's true.
And they didn't have the technology to move the stones the way they did, kind of thing. Ray, what's your conspiracy?
It's just the whole pyramid thing.
Yeah.
And then like those things that are in the crop yard.
Oh, the circles.
Like the crops.
I think
those things are weird to me.
I think the beginning they're real. The second series, people found out how to do it.
People started messing around, yeah.
They got a nice little John Deere.
Right.
Started riding around.
Right. I don't think the one that when you go up really high, you see the Budweiser frogs was aliens.
I think that I just get so like anxious when I think about these conspiracy theories that I try to ignore them, and so I don't want to believe in the majority of them.
They will argue you down.
Oh, I know.
Nerys.
Yeah, for me, it's always like the Disney movie conspiracy theories. Have you heard of them? Like. So I'm
afraid to ask you.
So my favorite movie is Finding Nemo, and there's a conspiracy theory that Nemo, the father of Nemo, the reality is that the barracuda ate all of them, including Nemo, and the father is just experiencing grief. And so it's all in his imagination. And this is weird.
That's just fan fiction. That's not a conspiracy.
Hold on. And Nemo in Latin It means nobody.
Whoa!
Again, that's just fan
No,
fiction.
it's crazy how like these people come up with these conspiracy theories of the Disney movies. Because like even down to like Elsa and what's her sister's name?
Anna.
Anna. They're saying that they're
Cleotis.
not sisters. They're saying
Did you
that
say
Elsa.
Cleotis?
Close enough.
Whoa!
Close enough. They're saying that like Elsa is actually sisters with Rapunzel and things like this.
Again, that's fan fiction.
Yeah.
A conspiracy is about something that actually happened.
We're talking about
We're talking about
movie, though.
cartoons.
We're talking about movies. We're talking about movies in general.
I want to find out what. We're talking about a conspiracy.
I have
girl.
to go to the
I'm
bathroom.
talking about the movies of them.
All right, I want to find out what is your conspiracy or movie thing that you've been holding on to. Got a pair of tickets to Aqua Glow at Aquatica Orlando Select Nights now through August 10th. What is your conspiracy that you truly believe in? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, XL Mobile 41067, live streaming social media. Drop a comment. Is your conspiracy? You believe in it? Share it with us. And somebody's going to Aqua Glow at Aquatica from Johnny's house. 825, it is Johnny's house, 78 right now, heat index of 97, 70% chance of rain and partly cloudy. Something you need to know, by the end of the show today, we're going to give away an exclusive ride on the Brightline Taylor Swift sing-along train. If you have tickets to see Taylor Swift in concert, she's going to be in Miami for 3 nights. They got a special train, Brightline does, and it's going to be like a sing-along train. It's going to be special. We are going to give you a chance to ride on it. By the have your tickets, though. All right, it's gonna be in Miami in October. Before we go off the air, we can give you an opportunity to get on that train. And let me tell you, if you're gonna go see her in Miami, we all rode the Brightline down to to Palm Beach, and that's the way to ride.
Well, and this one's gonna be packed with Taylor fans, so it'll be like a party the whole way.
Goodness. But before we get off the air, we're gonna give you an opportunity to ride. All right, we're talking about conspiracies. Which ones have stuck in your head? They will not go away. Share them with us, and we'll hook you up with a pair of Aqua Glow at Aquatica Orlando select nights now through August the 10th. But we got to hear about your conspiracies first. From Winter Spring, Christy, good morning.
Hi.
All right, what is your conspiracy?
Yes. So, have you guys heard about Walt Disney being frozen under the theme park?
Yes. I mean, I've heard multiple versions of that he's somewhere inside the Haunted Mansion, all kinds of stuff.
So he actually, the theory is that he used the cryogenic technology to freeze himself, and then once Google became a thing, they created the movie Frozen. So whenever you Google Walt Disney and Frozen, you only get Elsa and Olaf and things about the movie.
So they made the movie to hide the whole idea that he was.
Off.
Oh, I got you.
Wow. And you believe that, Christy?
I don't know. I heard that as a kid, so I don't know. Anything's possible. People are crazy.
Christy,
I don't believe it for the sake of it being true. I believe it for the sake of people being crazy.
You've been hearing it.
What they believe.
You heard it when you was a kid. You've been spreading that rumor ever since. You just told us. All right, hold on a second.
Well, Walt Disney, I just looked it up. He did pass away in 1966. And looking it up, that is when the first human body was frozen and the prospect of immortality was started to be developed.
Really?
I'm just saying, the dates line up.
There is, years ago on this show, when it was Doc and Johnny, there was a company that came out and said they will freeze your head.
Yeah.
They'll cut your head off your body, and they'll freeze it. And when the technology comes out that what killed you, they'll put your head back on another body and bring you back to life. People paying for that. There's some frozen heads.
No. It's funny that you say that because all these years later, in Weird But True, there was a story of now a company that's willing to put your head on a whole new body.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes.
From Claremont, David.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
All right, what's your conspiracy?
Hey, so I'm with y'all with the aliens. All the information they've been putting out there is obvious.
Yes. Yes.
About it is the evolution of the timing. So we've been here for a little over 2,000 years, 2,024 years. Now there's BC, but we've evolved to where we're at in 2,024 years.
Okay.
Now, if the Earth has been here 3.5 billion years, what's happened in all that time frame? We're talking about 2,000 years compared to that.
Well,
now, if you think about the timing of it, it really blows your mind.
I think it was like the dinosaurs, and then they left, and then we came.
Yeah. But if you believe in aliens, like you said you did, then what's been here the whole time? What's been evolving without us being here? A lot of things.
I like
a lot
that.
Of things.
I like that.
We were frozen for a long period of time because I think the Ice Age was like 100,000 years or something like that. But I mean, yeah, I feel like the Earth recycles itself because I've always talked about eventually we'll all disappear and then it'll regenerate itself again.
That's what's going to happen. From Orlando, Sarah.
Hi, good morning.
All right, what's your
I believe in ghosts.
That ain't no conspiracy.
Around us. That is a conspiracy.
That's not a conspiracy.
That's something you believe in.
Okay, but some people believe certain places aren't haunted, and I believe they really are haunted because I've been to the Amityville house in New York, and that shit's haunted.
She did.
Haunted.
Did she just say it again?
I
The
thought
Amityville house?
I thought she said that's just haunted.
Oh, I thought she said
I thought.
what they say over there, babe? I mean, right.
The space shuttle, the Challenger that blew up in the 80s, supposedly all those people are still alive, but most of them are under the same name.
Like just walking amongst us like Tupac?
I guess so.
They got the same name.
Ooh, that is one I do believe in. Tupac is still alive. I will say that. Somebody said we did not walk the moon. It was 100% soundstage. A lot of people do believe that aliens do exist. And somebody said, I got facts for you, not a conspiracy theory. People are just dumber nowadays.
That's true.
B.
Let's see. ExxonMobil powered by Attorney Dan Newlin. Interact, need a check. It's a no-brainer. Just Google Attorney Dan Newlin. There's a lot of government ones that pretty much that the government executes a lot of things that we see that we just don't know it. Bigfoot is real. That's on here. A lot of aliens. There's the Titanic one where they think they sunk the Titanic for insurance reasons.
Yeah, and it wasn't really the Titanic. It was the second ship.
Yeah, there's a documentary about that. That's actually pretty interesting. Pigeons are government spies.
I believe that. That's why they stand on power lines so they can recharge.
And the world is flat.
That is true. Christy, because you continue to spread that rumor you heard from since you were a child, got a pair of tickets to Aqua Glow at Aquatica Orlando select nights now through August 10th. is 8:38. Johnny's house warming up quickly. Going to feel like 97 today. It's 78 right now, partly cloudy, and a 70% chance of rain. We call this missed encounters. And 99% of the time, we miss those encounters. But if there's somebody out there, you say, you know what, that person made an impact on me, and you throw out that information, and hopefully within a 3 to 4 minute song, that person will hear it, call up, and you'll live happily ever after.
Well, we do post it on Instagram, so you do have a little bit of time for someone to go, ooh, that might be my friend or whatever.
Yes.
And a lot of times we get close.
Yes.
But not really.
The thing I like is that the connection got to be so real that you call us up or email us saying, I want to find this person. All right. So let's talk to this young lady. Her name is, let's see, Terry. Good morning.
It didn't come back.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. Terry, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
Good. So you saw somebody and you want us to try to help you find that person.
Oh, he's more than just a person. He is a God.
Jeez.
All right.
All right. So what's the story? My goodness.
Well, I was at the fireworks show over in Mount Dora on the 3rd.
Mhm.
So I saw
I was
him
there.
about
I
a
didn't see
food truck.
God. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, honey, you missed it.
Oh, dang. Okay.
He was the most handsome man I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I am originally from Portland, Tennessee. That's kind of by Nashville.
Okay.
And I've been here about 3 years now, and he's really just the closest thing I've seen that just reminds me of a good hometown boy, you know?
All right, well, describe him. What does he look like?
Oh, he was just, I want to say juicy, but I'm not going to. He was about 6 feet tall. He had a full back tattoo of an eagle and all kinds of stuff. He's wearing cutoff shorts with no shirt. He was hanging out with a couple other guys that, they kind of looked a little like a good old redneck boy.
Okay.
But not as good looking as him. So I went up to him to say hello, but he was so good looking. Like, he locked eyes with me, and I just froze. I couldn't even say anything. It was so stupid.
Okay.
So he was like, are you okay? And I went, yes. And then I just turned and moved away. I didn't know what to say to him. I'm so dumb. But I was just staring at him all night. I wasn't even paying attention to the fireworks.
Really?
Dang.
He is the
I
fireworks.
know. My friends are like thinking I've lost my mind, but I have not.
Yeah, I don't know you, but
I
I'm
know.
thinking the same thing.
Wow. Well,
No.
I'm assuming.
I'm going to marry that man.
All right. Okay. So you're going to marry this man?
What?
She is
I am.
manifesting
I am.
it.
I'm going to have his children. I'm going to love him forever.
Or you're going to end up with a restraining order.
Woo! Okay. So you don't know his name. Well, describe yourself. So maybe if this person you don't know their name is listening. So what do you look like if this person is listening?
Okay. Well, I'm white. I'm about 5'8". I'm about 166 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I've got curves in all the right places. I've got dirty blonde hair and brown eyes, and I don't really work out, but I feel like I have a great body.
Okay.
I'm still young enough.
Okay.
I don't have any problem meeting men.
Okay.
There's a lot of them that try to talk to me at the fireworks show, but I had my eyes set on the prize.
Okay.
I was wearing cutoff jean shorts and a white tank top with the American flag on it.
And nobody was wearing that.
So your shorts match. That's nice.
Okay.
And then I was the one talking to him by the food truck for just a second, so maybe he'll remember.
So we're looking for a man who's about 6 feet tall, dark hair, eyes, had cutoff shorts, no shirt, had a huge back tattoo with some dragons or some eagles or something on it, and you say he had he might have been in the military, and this is what you emailed us. That's all you can tell us. No name, no nothing. And you saw.
No, I don't know, but I'm sure.
And you're the girl that went by the food truck.
By the food truck. Okay. Hey, listen.
I mean, if you have an eagle tattoo, that's just like
it narrows it down.
Yeah.
on your back.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, we're gonna throw it out there. We got about 3 minutes. There may be a chance we don't find this person, but we'll try. Okay, Terry?
I'm gonna wait.
Okay, so we're gonna put her on hold. If you were at the fireworks show in Mount Dora, you saw a young lady by the food truck who was stammering when she saw you. She was wearing cutoff shorts and a white tank top with the American flag. You had on cutoff shorts with no shirt on, with some type of eagle or something on your back. Yeah. If that is you, 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. We'll see if we make that encounter after this song. Good luck with that one. Johnny's house. $847, Johnny's house, 78, looking for a high of 97, 70% chance of rain, otherwise partly cloudy. All right, we have missing encounters. We have a young lady named Terry. She's on hold right now. Says she was at the July 3rd Mount Dura fireworks show. Ray, you didn't happen to see it, did you? You were there.
I mean, I saw a lot of people with cutoff shorts and American flag shirts.
She is looking for a man, does not know his name, 6 feet tall, dark hair. He had on cutoff shorts, no shirt, had a huge back tat and other tats on his arm. She went up to say hello to him by the food truck. She panicked. He asked if she's okay. She stared at him, said this man is a living God, that she would like to meet him. Is that, did I leave anything out, Terry? Did I say everything?
I'm glad you threw in that part about the living God, because
I pray for you.
Can't get past this man.
All right. Well, unfortunately, he did not call, and maybe he'll call later today. But in this window that we had, he didn't call.
Right, because he might hear the podcast later. Because a lot of people listen after the fact.
Yeah, but there is.
Yeah, well, it's worth a try.
Okay, but there is someone that called that is interested in talking to you. Would you want to say hello to this person?
Well, I guess, sure.
All right, Brian, you can connect that one to that one.
I mean,
all right.
Being Southern friendly.
All right, Steve, are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
All right, Steve, this is Terry. Terry, this is Steve. Steve?
Hey, Terry. I know I'm not the one you're looking for, but I think I might just be the man you need.
Oh, you look like a god.
Oh, okay. Why is that?
Oh, but yeah, there's something in your voice that has made me call the radio station. I can tell you're a woman with fire and passion, and I love a small city country girl. You know how to love a man. That's like the most important thing, and it's hard to find women today to take those values. You know, I'm sure you know how to take care of a man, and as a strong Southern man, I know how to take care of a woman like you.
Woo!
Okay.
You do you?
I think I do. Yeah, I'm just a small town country boy that's looking for the right woman. You know, I don't have time for games.
Do you have a tattoo of an eagle on your back?
I was going to say, describe yourself.
I do not have a tattoo of an eagle.
Are you willing to get one?
You know what? Honestly, for a date with Terry, why not? Give me that eagle.
All right.
Okay. Give me that eagle.
They do it different down in the South.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Steve, I do love what you're saying, but I just have to admit that I've got my mind set on finding that beautiful man I saw at the fireworks show. I'm gonna have to politely decline because I'm not the kind of girl that usually runs around with more than one guy at a time.
But you ain't got that guy.
Yeah, you don't quit a job till you have a new job. So what I'm saying is you line this guy up, and if you find the other one, then he knows he's out. But I mean, that's just me, though.
Yeah. So.
Well, that sounds wrong.
It's true. No, there's nothing right about that. You're right.
Wow.
You know what?
Well,
I respect it, ma'am. No problem at all. I hope you find who you're looking for.
Oh.
Yeah, because if you
thank
would have
you,
got an eagle
Steve.
tattoo and then she broke up with you, that'd have been a whole ugly thing.
Wow.
It would have been worth it. Hey, you have a great day, Terry.
Terry.
You too. Thanks, Steve.
All right. Well, Terry.
At least he didn't force it.
Yeah.
Why you didn't give him a chance?
Right, Terry?
Why didn't you just talk to him, Terry?
Terry, go on.
No, I got my heart and my mind set on that man, and I know how somehow, some way, I'm gonna find him, and then it'll just be like our souls will connect.
Okay.
Boy, he must have put an impact on you.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just hang out around Mount Dora. You'll
You might.
run into him.
Wow. All right.
If I have to go to every fireworks show they do for the next 100 years, I'm going to try to find him.
Jeez.
Oh,
Determined.
this is like a
Okay.
lifetime or Hallmark.
Yeah. All
Not
right.
lifetime.
Well, Terry, keep us posted, okay?
Oh, I will. I'll get you to a wedding invitation when I'm ready.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Missing counter. What do we count that as?
No, it doesn't
Fail.
count.
A
Yeah.
wash. She didn't even give it a try.
Look, she's locked in.
Yeah.
She is locked in on this man.
But what if like Destiny was supposed to be her meeting Steve?
In her mind, her destiny
Right.
is to meet the back tat.
She decides her destiny, not
Eagle
us.
Man. She's looking for Eagle Man.
And Ray, if this was a Lifetime movie, she would have gone out
That's
that
what-
guy and then killed him.
Yes.
Well, that's why I said Hallmark instead, because
Yes.
nobody dies in a Hallmark movie.
Wow. Well, listen, if you see somebody that you like for us to try to make an encounter with, 99% of the time it ain't going to happen, but it's very entertaining to us. Just hit one of us. We'll try to hit you back, and maybe we'll make that misencounter an encounter.
They were very polite about it, though.
Yes.
Much different
Yes.
than the Baldwin Park Tony.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
my
See the
God.
difference between small town
Yeah.
Mount Dora
Yes.
and I'm too good for you, Baldwin Park?
Oh,
You see the
yes.
difference?
Hey.
Yeah,
Southern
harassment.
hospitality.
This to Steve, like, hey, I understand,
Right.
and I hope you find what you're looking
Right.
for. You sound like a woman that knows how to love a man, and I'm a man that knows how to love a woman. And I'm
Right.
like, whoa! And she said, I politely declined.
Yeah.
That was nice. Yeah.
All right, just hit one of us, and hopefully we can make that encounter happen right here on Johnny's House.
from our Farrah and Farrah studios. If you've been injured, make it a Farrah fight. This is an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. XL 1067, Orlando's #1 hit music station. WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Cash. That's cash. Enter it now.
This is The Weekend.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Johnny's House, mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
1067.
Orlando.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
So there's two people I like to give you a little update on.
Aye.
And that is Diddy. And we're going to keep an eye on him.
It's time for the Diddy report.
And now another person on my list is Haley Welch, the Hawktua girl, just because I want to see her success and how quickly it rises and then just kind of stays at a standstill.
I saw a video of her doing her first paid appearance.
Yes.
She
At
was
the
so
Hard Rock.
She was so
Yes.
uncomfortable.
That was right here in
Is
South
that what you're
Florida.
going to talk about?
Yes, that's
Go
my
ahead.
story.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
she was doing her first paid extravagant
Yes.
appearance that she had over at the Hard Rock Summit Hard Rock Casino in Hollywood, Florida. As it turns out, she hit 1 million Instagram followers over the weekend, and the celebration was like a huge milestone for her. She just seems like
She was just uncomfortable.
Yeah, I want to say she's like a sweet and innocent girl, but obviously the reason why she's popular is because of something that's so sweet and innocent. But she just was crying.
Yes.
She was emotional.
Crying. And she was just she has her sidekick, the girl that's been in the video with her, everywhere she goes because she's like, this is my BFF. And if she's going to be in the video, I'm going to make sure she's there too.
Think about it, though. One night, and you've done it back in the day, you're walking through downtown, somebody asks you a question like they've done.
Yeah.
You answer something stupid.
I would.
You go home, and your life changed.
Yeah. And I would make sure whoever was in the video with me
Yes.
would be right next to me
Yes.
wherever I went to. So
That's
we don't know how
funny.
much her friend made, but according to this first celebrity appearance for her, she got paid around $30,000 for the gig. And I'm like, dang, she had a Miami Dolphin shirt on and all that. So
She was just like a deer in headlights, like, what in the world is going on?
Well, there was
here?
the bottle parade
Yes,
of
I
the
saw
girls
that.
with the lights
Yep.
and all that stuff. So it was just so funny to see it. But I'm just like, look at her.
Yes, good for her.
$30,000 and 1 million
'Cause
followers.
that 15 minutes of fame, the clock is ticking.
Yeah. There's a new M. Night Shyamalan. I feel like I always say his last name wrong. A movie coming out, and his movies are just all over the
They're
place.
weird, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His new movie, he describes it as Trap, as Silence of the Lambs meets Taylor Swift.
What?
Yeah. So
That is not even
What a strange
it's called
description.
Trap, but it's about a pop concert that actually a sting operation by police to catch a serial killer happens.
Wow.
So I'm like, this is new. This is a new concept. This is what we've been asking for. So this dad that is played by Josh Hartnett, who is a big actor, takes his teen daughter to a concert by a pop singer only to find out that it's actually a sting operation by the police to catch a serial killer. So, I mean, it looks pretty good. His movies are pretty good. So August 2nd, Trapped hits the theaters.
Wow.
And speaking of movies, Steve Carell, Despicable Me 4 did pretty good. It did pretty good in the box office.
Did it break records?
Opened July 3rd. I don't.
You know why? Because it was so hot. Like when I was in North Carolina, it was so hot, and I'm trying to do something with my nephews, which are our kids. The only thing is out there is the movies.
Yes.
So I'm just assuming that it was going to be packed because people are getting out of the heat.
Well, I know that AMC did a big thing over the 4th of July weekend too, where you could pay a certain amount, and then they were they had a huge special, but it made $75 million over the 3-day weekend, and then over 5 total weekend, 5 days over the long weekend, $122 million.
Pretty good.
So it did pretty good. The movie is doing well overseas, adding another $100 million, so they're about $230 million worldwide.
In one weekend.
Yes, one weekend. I mean, bottom line, the Minions are gonna. They're not slowing down anytime soon. They're gonna dominate no matter what. And
I've never seen one.
You haven't?
so good.
No,
They're
I know
cute.
about them, but I've never seen one.
Yeah.
I don't even know the premise.
They're cute.
Yeah.
And then the rides and stuff. I finally got to go on the ride over at Universal. They did a great job over there.
Really? All right. We come back. We got some stuff to give away. You need to keep listening on Johnny's House. 908 is Johnny's house. It's going to be hot today, but not as hot as yesterday. 97 is the heat index. 78 right now, and there is a 70% chance of rain. All right, Nerese, what we got to give away, girl?
We got to give away some tickets to go see Morgan Wallen. He is performing this Thursday, July 11th, at the Raymond James Stadium.
And what was the assignment? What did they have to do?
Super simple, because me and Ray, we put up a post on XL1067. All you had to do was tag the friend that you wanted to take to the concert.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you guys had to follow us on XL1067 Instagram, and then you had to include the hashtag your favorite song.
All right. Do we have a winner?
We got a winner, sir. And her name is Mackenzie Wallace.
Mackenzie, congratulations. You got the tickets. You followed the instructions, and you did what you had to do. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to contact them, let them know they're going to contact us.
I DM'd her. Check your DMs, girl.
All right, and it ain't over yet, y'all.
Hey, this is Taylor Swift.
Are you seeing Taylor Swift in Miami this October? Well, we got a ride for you. You won't be stuck in all that traffic. XL1067 has partnered with Brightline for the exclusive Brightline Taylor Sing-Along Train. That's right. Enjoy the unique experience. Ride to the big concert and sing along with Taylor on the Brightline Train. It is going to be decorated with the Eras Tour with XL1067. Right now, I'm looking for caller number 20. 407-919-1067. 877-919-1067. Caller 20, you'll win right now on Johnny's House. 9:13, Taylor Swift. This is Johnny's house. We are looking for the caller number 20 to get in the Brightline Taylor sing-along train. Let's see here. XL, good morning. Who's this?
Dominique.
Dominique, you're calling number 19. I'm looking for number 20.
Oh, no.
Number 20.
Dang.
I'm going to go ahead and hang up on you so you don't cuss. XL, good morning. Who's this?
This is Diana.
Hi, Diana. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Why are you calling?
Calling for some Taylor Swift Brightline.
Right. You're just calling about the Taylor Swift Brightline.
Yes.
Now, you going to the show in Miami?
I am going down there, yes.
You are? Well, you know what? You're calling 20. We got a ride for you.
Woo! Wow.
Yeah, at work. You can't talk loud, can you?
I'm so excited.
Good for you.
That work. We partnered with Brightline for the exclusive Brightline Taylor sing-along train. We want you to come dressed up. It's going to be music. It's going to be themed. It's going to be decorated. It's going to be a good time. And then there's a shuttle that will take you from Ventura to the Hard Rock Stadium and then back. It's going to be a party sing-along train, and you are going. It's going to be a good time.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
No, thank you for listening. You know what to do, and we have several more to give away. All you have to do is listen for us to tell you to call. You got those tickets. We got the ride from you. You got to thank Brightline for hooking us up. It's an exclusive Brightline Taylor sing-along train, and it is going to be crazy.
Norris is driving the train, I heard.
What?
I mean, I have to at this rate. I'm down there all the time.
Yes. All right. You hold on so we can get some information, okay?
Thank you.
All right. You keep listening. Your chance to win is on the way right here on XL 106.7. 9:18, Johnny's house, where it's going to be a chance of rain, 70%. Feeling like it's 97, and it is 81 right now. All right, don't forget, if you're going to the Taylor sing-along train, they got a lot of stuff going on. You can buy tickets if you'd like to, but you can win them right here. They got like specially themed drinks and stuff like that. It's going to be a good time. If you're going to that concert, you got tickets. That is the way to go.
It's like a party bus, but a train.
And let me tell you,
it's so much fun.
Just
Lots
think
of
you're
karaoke.
In there, you're in there with the same energy with people who are going to see Taylor, and it's kind of like the pre-party.
Yeah.
Before it gets going on. All right. Ray, this write-up was it USA Today?
Yes.
And what they say? What they say, Ray?
Well, what they say.
What they say?
Was that Gen Zers who are in their late 20s are now going through that phase of their life where it's the tattoo regret phase.
What were the tattoos that the Gen Zers were getting?
So, I mean, like, there's a lot of people that were, like, talking about their tattoos and stuff. And, like, a lot of them were just talking about, like, when they're getting married. Because, like, in your late 20s, you start maybe getting married or proposed to and all that stuff. And so they're talking about their wedding dresses and how their wedding dresses are going to clash with some of their tattoos that they're wearing.
Really?
So, yeah, I mean, some of the tattoos that they're getting are, like, Harry Potter designs or like infinity sign tattoos.
So are you saying that Gen Zers didn't realize that tattoos are permanent?
They said the common Gen Z tattoos, hearts, stars, butterflies, small symbols that at the time relate to their life.
Yeah. So like the infinity sign.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the millennial tattoo. It's like the little ones here and there kind of scattered around, where it's like if you look at Brian's arm and even you, Ray, you guys have a sleeve.
Yeah.
Like your tattoos blend and bleed together. Whereas like the millennials, I think it's like little patches, which is like...
Really?
It looks, like Miley Cyrus, for example, she has like patches everywhere. Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber.
So you get a tat for the moment. You know, when I mean, you know, it's permanent. But let's say, hey, we all went down. Let's say we went to the Hall of Fame thing. We had a great time. It was so crazy. Let's mark it.
Yes.
And we all get a tattoo together. Nothing major, but something. So it's just a.
See, for me though, I always get tattoos that represent things. So I'd be like, "Oh, this is cool. Like this is when we went down there. And we, you know, we're representing our host of the time.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? So like, I thought that idea would be cool. And all my tattoos, I do it for a purpose.
Yeah.
So it's like, but if you get characters that are like Harry Potter or Disney theme and all that stuff, it's like, it's you liked it at that time, but am I gonna love SpongeBob forever?
But I guess there's an older older generation that their passion for those things are so deep that they want it there.
Yes.
Right.
Permanently.
Yeah.
You know. And some are like, I liked it back then, but I don't like it now.
Yeah.
Well, you got a tattoo.
Well, it's like, you know, the Gen Zers, I don't know if they have the tramp stamps because that was more of like our.
That was Gen X.
That was Gen X.
Bleeding into the next.
Millennials.
Yeah.
Do you know that there's some Gen Xers that got to explain to their grandkids why you got a tattoo right there, grandma?
On your lower back.
Grandmama.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure.
Grandma, what is that? Well, grandma went to hey, grandma party. Your grandma got a stamp in the small of her back. Your grandma was pretty cool back in the day. Yes. I'll just say that because I don't want you to tarnish the picture of your grandma. That's going on. Where you got any tattoo regret?
No. I mean, I have some that are like questionable where I'm like, oh, that was kind of stupid that I got it. But again, I feel like they still represent a time and like a phase in my life where I'm kind of just like,
Yeah.
And you know, people always ask, well, when you're my daughter just asked me this. She goes, when you're a grandma, are you still going to have tattoos? And I'm like, yes, babe, they're permanent. Like, they're always going to be there. And she was like, but grandma doesn't have all those tattoos. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to be a cool grandma.
She's very observant.
She's very observant.
Goodness.
See, my mom had tattoos.
Yeah. I mean, my mom's got a neck tattoo.
Yeah.
See, if I was to get one, I have no tats. If I was to get one, then no matter what, if I got it, I want it there.
Yeah.
Because when I see it, even though whatever it was and that time is gone, it's going to still take me there.
Yes.
It's kind of like a photo that's always there.
Well, Gen Z's super young compared to us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you get it when you're young and it means something to you then, and like Ray said, and it doesn't mean something to you later, and they also Gen Z doesn't look as far into the future just by nature. And so they're like, well, I'll get this today. They don't really care if it matters tomorrow.
Yeah.
Whereas Ray and I are like, well, I want to make sure it means something.
Yeah. And Reese, do you have any tats?
I don't have any tattoos. Yeah. And
your mom would kill you, wouldn't she?
Oh, yeah. No, she almost killed my middle sister when she did it behind her back. Ooh,
Really?
Tell you.
What's her thing about tats? You think you're just
she was just
marking
rebellious.
up your body?
And she
no,
just like,
I mean your mom's views on it.
Just like, you know, just don't ink yourself, don't regret anything, and like just like keep it clean because I also was pursuing journalism and I was like, well, I want to make sure if I do, it's hidden. But like, I don't know, it was like the fear of my mom just in my head to not get that tattoo. But I do want one, and I think I will get one in my lifetime, but it has to be my mom's writing. If it's not with her blessings and if it's not from her actual writing, I won't do it.
Hidden used to be a thing. It's not anymore.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, you had to have them hidden, but not anymore. No one cares anymore.
There's so many like job policies now. It doesn't even. It doesn't matter.
Even for like TV jobs, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, which is nice because things are lightening
it
up.
is cool. You could just be yourself. But
all right, I want to find out if you have a tat and what is it about and what is it for, or you have one that you regret, that you look at it every day and go, "What was I thinking?" Because tats are permanent. They're supposed to be. I mean, you can get them lasered off. I've seen that process. Oof. That looks kind of painful. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, XL Mobile 41067. Live streamers want to hear from you. Throw it up on social media if you have a tat. And I want to find out if you're a grandma and you got one of them tats. I ain't going to call it what it is. Y'all know what it is. If you got one of those tats on your back, and how do you explain that to your grandkids? Because I'm sure you, or you got the travel ban.
Oh, yeah.
That was
barbed wire.
The barbed wire. And how do you explain that? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Tats, we want to talk to you about yours on Johnny's House. iPod stuck on replay. Wow. I like that. It's 9:33.
Apple says iPods are now vintage, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Whole list of devices.
Wow. 81, heat index of 97, 70% chance of rain, otherwise partly cloudy. Gen Zers are now saying, I regret getting tattoos. So we want to find out if you have one and why. Do you regret it? Do you love it? Stephanie from Orlando, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. And what do you want to say?
So back in college, I always wanted a tattoo, and it was actually my grandmother who said, let's go get a tattoo together. And so her and I went and got our first tattoos together.
Now, it wasn't one of them strap tamps, was it?
No, it wasn't. It was stars. It was. I did get shooting stars, and my grandmother got a heart with her husband's name on it. But the best part about it is a few years later, she winds up having more tattoos than I even have. She kept going back to get more and more.
Now, back then, how old was your grandmother? Because grandmothers are young these days.
She was in her 60s.
Oh, okay. You done turn grandma on to something.
Mm-hmm. One day I came home, and she's like, Stephanie, come here. I want to show you something. And I walked in, and she had a dolphin across her chest.
A what?
So a dolphin.
Oh, a dolphin.
Her chest, and she wound up getting a whole bunch. So she was definitely the cool grandma, while my mother was yelling at us, calling us crazy.
Well, you can't get mad at me. Grandma took me. You know, you can't be mad.
That was my thing. But years later, I don't regret my stars. I love them, and she has zero regrets.
Very good. Grandma cool. All right. So, Stephanie, thank you for sharing that.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thanks for listening.
My
We
mom
appreciate you.
started getting hers at 50.
Really?
Around 50.
So
my mom
that's when she got her first one.
That's when she started getting tattoos, yeah. And she had a bunch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would say probably, if I can remember right, she had at least 6 or 7.
And how did she decide which one she wanted?
Some of them just meant stuff to her. She was in a club called the Alley Cats with
Yeah.
all the girls from like the veterans,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
DAV,
yeah.
and so she had a cat. They had little cat logos on
Okay.
her. So she just had stuff that meant stuff to her.
That's how you do it. From DeLand, Kaylin, good morning.
Good morning.
All right. And how many tats do you have?
I have 13.
All right. And do they mean something?
Yes, they all mean something.
You had to think about it. So you got one you don't like. So there's a couple you don't like.
There's one that I totally regret.
And why is this one?
I was 21, and I was at a bar, and they were actually giving out tattoos for free of the bar.
Well, but you had to get a tattoo of the bar?
I got the Barn and Sanford tattoo.
Oh.
Like the logo?
Yes, with the girl and everything.
The girl dancing? Oh, my gosh.
They gave it away for free?
Yes.
And how many people you think signed up that day?
I know at least 7 people that got it.
Well,
like the same tattoo?
We were going to do tattoos for Justin Bieber tickets,
Yeah.
and legal wouldn't let us.
They wouldn't let us. No, not at all. Wow. We got somebody walking around with Doc and Johnny tattoo on their butt.
That was before legal.
Yo, that's so cool.
Yeah.
One of my friends got a tattoo for this like outing concert up in Georgia that happens every year, and he gets to go in for free every year because he got it
He got
done.
that- really?
Yeah, yeah. But they stopped it that year because it was like too many people doing it.
Wow. Look, Kayla, you need to wear that because the barn is still there.
Yeah, I know.
Represent. Yeah, represent.
College night was on Thursdays.
You did on college night.
Hey, and they started legends like Garth Brooks.
They did. All right, Kayla, sorry about that.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
The barn is, if you're from Sanford, that's
Yes.
not a bad tattoo to have if you're doing something to rep Sanford, because the
Yes.
barn is historic
Yes.
in Sanford.
Yes.
Now, I mean, I wouldn't get it, and I was born and raised in Sanford, but I'm just saying.
But it was free. It was free. From Howie in the Hills, Tammy,
Good morning.
tell me about your tats.
So I have 4, but my most recent are 2 of them that I have. I have a stepdad who is my daddy, and he passed away in 2018, so I have his date of birth put on my arm.
Mm-hmm.
I did it in red because he's a Marine.
Okay.
And I just kind of chuckled. So I'm like, that poor soul had no idea he was destined to be my daddy.
Aw.
And yeah, so and I did him on Mother's Day weekend. And my mom, I'm sure, I was picking her up for lunch afterwards, and I'm sure she was thinking, "What the heck, man? This is Mother's Day, and you're putting Daddy's, date of birth on it?"
You could have waited. You could have waited a month and did it on Father's Day.
Exactly, but she didn't know. She calls me Sweet Girl, and so in her handwriting from one of the birthday cards that she had given me, I had her handwriting with Sweet Girl on my wrist.
Oh wow!
So, yeah, I love them both. I don't regret either one of them. And of course, when I was younger, my mom had convinced us that you can't get into heaven if you've got a tattoo. So I was like, "Oh cow, I got to go to heaven. I can't get."
I ain't gonna lie, I've heard that before.
Me too. Yeah. And when I found out it wasn't true, I was like, "You sit on this throne of lies, Mom."
How do we know it's not true?
I know that too, but I found it in the Bible.
She found it in the Bible. Hey, you know what's funny?
She's like,
it'll
be like the mark of the beast.
You know what's funny is that once you get a little older, you realize all the lies your family told you, but you don't say anything about it. You don't say anything.
They use heaven and jail
Yes.
to scare you into everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, we passed a road in Brevard County, and my mom kind of casually points at it and says, there's a house down that road that your father, my biological dad, and I lived in, and that's where you were conceived. I'm like, what? I turned around and said, you better hope it's not a hellhole. I turned around, went down that thing. She goes, what? I can't control what it looks like now. I said, you will be walking home if this is a hellhole. It was a very sweet little place. I'm like, you better pray that's the right place. So I terrorized my mother. She loves it.
Your mom said it wasn't a house, it was on the side of the road.
Yeah, I will say, the term.
It's a Volkswagen bus.
She was just trying to clean it up.
I know. You're fun, Tammy. I'm glad. It sounds good that you have a deep love for your mother and your father. That's beautiful.
Oh, absolutely.
You can hear it.
And again, if you don't respect and honor your parents, you don't get to heaven. You don't live a good life.
Man, they use heaven as a lot.
She did make sure we knew that as well.
That's right. Honor your mother and your father. All right.
That's right.
See you, Tammy.
You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.
A lot of fine print on the tickets to heaven. Hey.
She said she had to look it up herself. Ain't nothing here saying about tattoos getting to heaven. Jamie, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, tell me about your
I
tattoo.
actually have 6 of them. I don't regret any of them.
Okay.
They're all to celebrate various moments in my life or as reminders for a couple of them.
Uh-huh.
I have one on my shoulder that says, "It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live."
Okay.
I got that right after I lost a baby. And then on the back, on the other side is one to celebrate my rainbow baby, my son.
Mm-hmm.
He was born 1 year and 7 days after we lost the other baby.
Okay.
And then I have one for my husband. I have one for each of my girls. I have one to celebrate a crazy time in my life where I finally finished my degree while working full-time with 2 kids, and it was just a rough time. And then I have my last one is to celebrate 20 years of friendship with one of my best friends.
Wow. Yeah, see, you'll never regret those unless you and your best friend
No.
fall out. But other than that, you'll be good.
Oh, no, that poor girl stuck with me.
There you go. All right. Thank you, Jamie.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Be what they're saying over there.
It's so funny. My son, who's in Gen Z, texts me. He and his the co-host of his podcast, Devin, they got dueling chickens, one on each leg, aiming guns at each other.
So when they're standing by my side,
So it looks like they're the 2 chickens, and he said they're never going to regret those. We'll see. He's only 19.
Yeah.
XL Mobile powered by Attorney Dan Newland. Interact, need a check. It's a no-brainer. Call Attorney Dan Newland. Someone said they have a weed tattoo that they got. They thought that was cool.
Yeah.
They are getting that removed right now.
For sure.
Then someone said they went in for small angel wings, walked out with these huge angel wings across their lower abdomen, but now that they've had kids, they're eagle wings, and they're right now spending thousands of dollars to get them removed.
Oh.
That's so funny.
Worst pain, but worth it.
Oh. And the Reese live streamers.
Yeah, this is so cool. Don Juan Superdad, he says that he has 36 colorless cartoon character tattoos. His wife and his kids use markers and colors to color them in all the time, like coloring books.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's fun.
So what do you get halfway through and didn't pay for the coloring?
Yeah, but I mean, he's got Ninja Turtles on it, so he looks cool.
Good for you, man. As long as it makes you happy. All right, let's get out of here. It's 9:43. boom, 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 boom. 9:46, Johnny's house. We must leave. Ray's on TV right now over on Fox 35. You want to see her right now. Hey, Ray. Other than that, Reese, what you got going on today?
I'm actually headed out to Brightline with our sister station, Magic 107.7, because we're going to be doing some collaboration, social media, fun content for you guys for that fun giveaway that we also gave out earlier.
Very good. B.
I am leaving here like literally as fast as I can because I'm going over to the Gaylord Palms. I'll be doing middays. I'm taking over for Ryan Seacrest today.
Okay.
From the poolside.
Nice.
In a cabana hanging out, and then I'll be doing some stuff later on with Gaylord Palms. We are giving away a 2-night stay at the Gaylord Palms right now with a $100 resort credit, and we'll pay for your parking for your car. So a perfect staycation. You can win that at XL1067.com, and I'll be hanging out there all day long. So hang out with me.
Brian's on the air all day.
Let me come through.
All day.
Yeah, roll through. Got a cabana. We can chill.
Oh, stop for real?
Wow. All right, hang out. All right, well, Brian, I was going to say Ryan Gibbs. Brian is up next.
I got to hurry. I got to be at Gaylord Palms like super fast.
Yeah, have a beautiful day. We'll see you tomorrow.
I'd love to stay and talk to you guys, but I seriously have to get to the Gaylord Palms like as fast as possible. Like I'm just gonna make it if I hurry the heck up. So peace out. Oh, I just saw the question about September. We are waiting on one signature from somebody who's on vacation. We should have that by today, and then we can start hashing out the actual details for real. So still waiting on one signature.